Hi, I'm Tom Ewing with Riverstone Fifth Wheels. Today we're going to give you a factory tour showing you how the Riverstone Fifth Wheel is constructed. But we're going to begin with the tires and wheels. We use 17.5-inch H-range tires and wheels because our customers travel extensively and carry a lot of gear. Now, those tires and wheels ride on 7,000-pound axles. This coach has three 7,000-pound axles. Now our 39 RKFB, our smaller fifth wheel, has two 8,000-pound axles. Now, above there, you can see the chassis. I-beam is important because it maintains the camber better than a box frame. Now the camber makes this frame like a leaf spring. It'll twist and flex, but it'll never droop towards the rear. This is where you carry a lot of gear. And at the stress point, you've got 20 inches of steel. Now we have another 8-inch frame that goes from here to the nose of the coach, tied together by a 6-inch frame here and a 6-inch frame here. And what gets even better, if you look under here, you see we have steel floor joist. Now most fifth wheels you'll see have aluminum floor joist. Now the steel is not particularly for the floor, it's to tie this frame together with the opposite frame on the other side. That makes this a steel cage, strong to carry your gear and the coach. Now at the very front, you'll see we have a Rotaflex pin box. This is hinged here and it rides on rubber, so going down the road, hitting chuck holes and frost heaves, it absorbs a lot of shock. And this is complemented by our road armor suspension. Our leaf springs are not mounted to the chassis. They're mounted to a rubber rocker, which absorbs shock as well, giving the coach a nice ride. What I need to show you here is the basement of the Riverstone fifth wheel. Across the bottom of the basement, we have road armor panels across the bottom. They're 4-foot panels that allow you to access the basement should you need to repair or replace anything without having to remove the whole underbelly or cut into it. Again, there's 4-foot road armor panels, making it easy to do so. On the side, you can see it's insulated with wool batten insulation, mildew resistant, formaldehyde free. And this basement is heated. There's a heat duct open to it, as well as electric heat pads on the holding tanks and water tank, keeping it from freezing in the wintertime. Now on top of that, you'll see we have 5/8 tongue and groove plywood. It's not a particle board floor, it's all plywood. It's 5/8 tongue and groove. Now, that plywood built on top of the floor here, on the floor here, you can see we have aluminum floor joists on 16-inch centers, which makes it strong and light. Now we're in our cabinet shop. We're very fortunate to have our own cabinet shop, not depending on an outside supplier to take care of us and waiting on their delivery. We've got our own workstations. You can see the cabinets we build, and then the cabinets will move over to the next station. The nice thing is, not only do we not have to wait on a supplier to bring us the cabinets, should you have a problem and need to replace a cabinet, we don't have to rely on a supplier to replace it for you. We can make it for you. After the floor is mounted to the chassis, it's brought forward here, where we bring the cabinets from the cabinet shop to here, and now it's a puzzle coming together. Now here you can see the construction of our sidewall. We have an aluminum frame sidewall with aluminum studs on 16-inch centers. Now the big thing about our studs, this has a 3-inch wall. You can see how wide the studs are. Well, most fifth wheels are only 2-inch walls. So this makes it stronger and lighter. Now, I showed you the frame a while back, the chassis, and how strong it was, but look what goes on top of the frame. Look at all this aluminum stacked on top of the steel chassis. This makes it twice as strong as it was. Now what you need to see here as well, we don't weld our studs together. We use brackets, screwed and glued. Now we use a Sikaflex glue, which is waterproof, but the screws go through the Sikaflex glue, and the Sikaflex glue keeps the screws from coming out. Now this allows the trailer to twist and flex, and you don't have to worry about welds breaking or cracking. You can see our sidewall without the fiberglass on it. Before we put the fiberglass sidewall on, every inch of every stud is covered with Sikaflex glue, which is a waterproof glue, which is good in respect to condensation. And as we talked before, all RVs condensate. The condensation will not weaken the glue we use because it's waterproof. Now over here, you can see the wall after we've attached the fiberglass. Here you can see we've installed the plywood roof over the aluminum roof trusses. Over there, you can see we've installed the fiberglass roof over the plywood. It's a very strong fiberglass durable roof. This is the station where we build the slide rooms. As you can see, the slide rooms have 3-inch walls just like the rest of the coach. Aluminum studs and 16-inch centers, 3-inch walls. The best thing about this is the floor. The floor is not a wooden floor. It's a composite floor. It's 1-inch floor. This is plastic composite, fiberglass below and fiberglass above. It's a waterproof floor. Now this is the station where they install the slides. You can see the coach here without the slide, and you can see it with the slide installed. Here you can see the unit before we put the front cap on. As you can see here, you can see the batten wool insulation and the thermofoil insulation. This thermofoil insulation goes up the front, across the top, and down the back. And what it does is it reflects heat. So if you're in the sun, it reflects the heat out. If it's the winter time and your furnace is running, it'll reflect the heat in. We'll then mount the cap. As you can see this unit here, the cap is mounted. Now this is a 44 dBl at the end of the line. There's still a number of things that have to be done yet, and then it needs to go to paint. Come on in. As you walk in, you can see the kitchen with solid surface countertops, a residential range and oven. Now the sofa and love seat will go here, facing the TV and the fireplace, where anyone in the living room or kitchen can see the TV. Then coming back, we have a den. Now there will be a sofa here as well. Then it has this Murphy bed. Pull this up, unlatch that. You can leave it out all the time or put it up every day. And then you have a desk and a wardrobe. Another TV. We'll put this back. Then a really nice feature about this coach, this has 2 full baths. If you go step into the bathroom, you'll see there's a full shower, porcelain toilet, nice lavatory. Now let's move back forward. Stepping up, you'll see the main lavatory, full shower, porcelain toilet, nice lavatory. Then coming forward, you'll see we have a king-size bed, another TV. Then up front is a washer and dryer. That's standard equipment. The other thing that we have standard in this is a Fisher Paykel dishwasher in the kitchen. And here you can see the Fisher Paykel dishwasher. This coach has 4 TVs. One in the den, one in the living room, one in the bedroom, and the optional outside TV. Now here's the optional outside TV. As you can see, this coach has not been painted yet. It'll leave here, it'll go to the paint shop, then it comes back from the paint shop, it'll come over here to our final finish, where awnings will be installed, the ladders will be installed, and it'll be finished up, ready to go. Now here's the unit that's come back from paint. The awnings and everything have been installed. Now it's ready to ship. Thanks so much for taking this tour with us.